Welcome to the Bougie Multipreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Hillary Heschauer Jones. Tune into my show where we discuss how to attract more money so you can spend more money. Hello, and welcome back to another episode with me, your Bougie Multipreneur, Dr. Hillary. Today, I'd really like to talk to you some more about money mindset. It's really one of my favorite topics. In fact, I'll be speaking locally in Indianapolis on this very topic. And as I was preparing my speech, I thought, oh, there's so many great tips and tricks and nuggets that I want to just talk about it some more. So we're going to talk about my favorite book, which you've probably heard me talk about before, and you will again hear because I will never stop talking about this book, The Little Money Bible by Stuart Wilde. I do love it. I've probably read it like 12 times. I'm sure I've bought like 12 copies or more for friends and families and my coaching clients that I have. I think that money mindset is difficult in nearly everyone, and I am no exception. I've come a long way in my money mindset, and a lot of people near and dear and close to me have also, and I think it's a consistency that we all need to keep up with. So if you are like me and you've got some money mindset issues, I hope that you pull some tricks and tips out of this podcast and maybe go read this book or get the Audible. I also have an Audible, and I love listening to my Audibles on 1.2, sometimes 1.4. I don't know about you guys, but it's like, give me all the good stuff. So some of my favorite quotes from this book are that the world reflects to us energy, feelings, and the thoughts that we put out. So if the world is reflecting what we put out, we better make sure we're putting the good stuff out, right? Are we putting out the positive energies, the positive feelings, thoughts out there that we want back? Or are we having some negative thoughts, energies, feelings out there? Abundance with money is natural and it's not rare. So we don't need to be worried about if Hillary makes more than so-and-so, then that makes there less money in the world for other chiropractors or less money for other business consultants and coaches. No, their money is just abundant. It's out there. It's naturally occurring. It's not rare. There's plenty of it. There's never going to be shortage of money. In fact, remember in 2020, 21, whatever year it was, that actually printed money in the US. So if that's not a good, more recent update for us about how money is so abundant, and if it's not abundant, looks like they just print more. So it's not that me making more money than you is going to harm you, because there is so much out there. It can flow to you. It's just that maybe I'm more positive about my energies, thoughts, feelings toward money and towards work and the universe and all the people around me. So money is a good thing, right? I mean, I know that there are some parts of the Bible that talk about the greed of money and how that is bad, but money in general is not bad. Money is good. And the great thing about money is if you have too much of it, you can just give it away. You can give it to others that need it, right? So in the case of you having an excess of money someday, then by you giving it away to others is only going to help more flow right back to you. What goes out, what goes in. I like to say to myself, and I'll say it out loud, and I'll put it on different paste it on my mirrors and stuff. I'll say there's plenty of money in the world, and large chunks will drop effortlessly into my lap. And I do believe that. I do believe that what I put out will come back to me, and it doesn't have to be instantaneous or right away, but I know that everything I do is for good and a good cause and for a good reason, and it will come back to me. Also saying that, though, I do believe that you actually have to be moving towards these opportunities. You can't just sit there and wait for things to happen. And so you're making moves towards the good, positive. You're making these opportunities. I'm not sitting around waiting for these opportunities to find me. I'm moving towards them, creating more money, putting my positive thoughts and feelings out there, and waiting for large chunks of money to drop effortlessly into my lap. In fact, just the other day, actually, it was a week or two ago, I was preparing my speech and I was saying this mantra over and over to myself, and I gave myself a number of what I wanted. And I'm not going to discuss it right now, but it did happen. And I don't know why I was surprised, because I was like, that's such a large chunk of money. How's that going to really fall into my lap? And it did. And it came in a way that makes sense. It was owed to me. But just the point of doing it, saying it, and after all these years, still thinking like, wow, this really works. I just had to chuckle, and I was like, I don't know why I'm surprised, because there it is. It did drop effortlessly into my lap because I've been working towards it, and it finally paid off. One idea from the Little Money Bible that I really liked is that you could make a list of 20 improvements of like your business, or like your service, or your knowledge, or your product if you make a product. And let's say you're not in business yet, and so you can't make an improvement on your business. Is there 20 improvements that you can make at your current employment, or 20 improvements of your life or your family, something like that? The point is to always be improving, right? And making things better. And maybe you can't do all 20 things at once, but you can look at the list and start improving on things, start pushing out that positive energy, those positive feelings, vibes, thoughts, and allowing the universe to reciprocate and bring it back to us. Always, like offering love. There was a lot written in the book about love, and showing love to everyone that we meet, and it coming back to the universe, always giving out, even if it's people that we don't know. Someone passes you on the street and you just silently push out like love to them. And I feel like, we all need that. Sometimes it's good to think, how can you fulfill someone's need today and get paid in the process? So this is great for like business owners or people that maybe like are devaluing what they are worth. By you charging what you are worth or what you expect doesn't take away from someone else. You will fulfill someone else's need and get paid in the process. So for instance, let's say like as a business coach, I charge to coach people. I could do it for free and I could give up my time all the time, but it is a service and I expect to get paid, and I don't overvalue myself. I don't undervalue myself. I try to be right where I need to be. And the thing is, people that understand that will pay for it. If you have a product or service, the right person will come around for you and they will pay that. You don't have to devalue your service or your product to get what you deserve. The thing is, people could save differently. They could allocate money differently. They could be, you could be attracting a different type of client. So there's not going to be a shortage of money, just because it may not work for one person doesn't mean there isn't 10 other clients right behind them that are waiting to come in and to pay you, your fair price. It's fair and okay to charge for your time and your energy. So one thing you could do is write a letter to the universe and asking for a cash back refund. I don't know if anyone's done that. I have. Just dear universe, I've put out time and energy and love into my community as a chiropractor for 17 years. I continue to give and give and give and donate. And I expect a cash refund in the amount of, I don't know, let's just throw it out there and say $50,000. I would prefer that in cash. And I would like that by the end of the year. So you could, create a letter. This was just off the top of my head, of course. Create a letter, and then also say it though, like say it out loud to the universe, because you voicing and manifesting what you want is always key too. You keeping it in your brain and not on paper or written out verbally or somewhere that you see it. You need to keep talking about it, saying it, speaking out loud as you manifest it. Projecting like the light and the love and everything you do, the universe will come back with you with payment. And again, you want large chunks of money to drop effortlessly into your lap. Give of yourself, give your love, your attention and energy to the world, and the universe and the world will respond. There will be more opportunities for those of us who give and give and give versus those of us who maybe are takers, and then just to wrap things up to, one of my favorite things to talk about is watch how you talk to the universe about money. Watch how you talk to yourself about money. And then most importantly, if you have kids, watch how you're talking about money in front of your kids, saying things like, we don't need that, or we can't afford this or that, or I'm happy enough with what I have now, I don't need any more. These aren't positive things that you want the universe to hear. You want the universe to keep bringing you this ever flowing money. It's abundant. Why not come to you? If you are positive and you're a giver and you are energetically giving out there, then you do deserve to have some of that come back to you. So speak it out loud. If one of my examples is with my daughter who wants Lululemon stuff, and does she need it? No, I don't, but she thinks she needs it, and that's fine. So I will help her with chores and jobs at one of our businesses that she can earn that money, because to her, it is what she wants. So it doesn't mean that she doesn't need it, or she can't have it. She can't have it maybe that minute because she's going to work towards it. And we will give her positive ways where she can earn money, and the universe will provide. So if she really wanted that, things will open up. Babysitting jobs will open up. Different things that she can do will open up for money. So it's never that they can't have something or we can't afford that. Really try to say, tweak the way that you talk about money in front of the kids and in front of your friends and family, and be that positive person out there that's saying like, oh, don't say it that way. Tell the universe it this way instead, don't project all that negativeness out there into the universe. We want the positive things. What are you going to do to get more money? Maybe you want a big family trip and it's expensive, and instead of saying, oh, we'll never be able to afford that, or we'll never be able to go there. Yeah, you can actually. You just need to start with first how you say it and change your mind frame around it, because there are a lot of ways to make money. It's not all divvied up and gone. There's plenty of it out there, and it can flow to you. And then also to wrap up today, also think about when you are, let's say, someone offers to pay for your coffee or your dinner. Do you say, no, I've got it, let's just split it, or no, thank you, I can pay for my own? Or do you abruptly go, wow, thanks, Hillary, I appreciate that, I'll get you next time? That's the type of verbiage you should be saying. But saying, no, I don't need you to pay for it, I can pay for my own, or thank you, but no, you're telling the universe just right then and there that you don't want that money. And I believe, like, if the universe gave me money and I offered to spend it on you specifically, and you turn it down, you're turning down money from the universe that could be coming to you. So instead you say thank you, and then you reciprocate that some other time to them or the next person. But always being grateful and just accepting what you're giving and saying thank you. If it means accepting you finding a few dollar bills on the airport floor, then you pick that up and you say thank you, universe, and you say, I'm a money magnet. So I hope that some of this, like, transfers around a little bit in your brain. Think about it, re-listen to it. These are some of my favorite parts of the book and just what I've done in my life. At the end, though, really think about how you are talking about money into yourself, to the universe, to the kids. If you're a business owner, how are you talking about money in your business with your staff and your employees? And just really watch that mindset. Click subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and let's make some money.